Hi guys, very good morning. This is Rajesh from RD Fund Educational Services, and in this series we are going to discuss about BPO or Transition Services. The Indian Information Technology and Information Technology Enabled Services industry has been one of the great success story of modern India. Information technology is the study, design, development, implement, support or management of computer-based information system, particularly software applications and computer hardware. Information technology enables services is information technology. It is defined as outsourcing of process that can be enabled with IT and covers diverse area like finance, HR, administration. It is arguable that most of the global of an Indian industry has created international benchmark for quality, proving to the world and to ourselves that Indian companies can compete globally and win on quality. India is the forefront of the rapidly evolving business process outsourcing market, and is well established as a destination of choice among the global outsourcer. India has turned into a hot destination for global offshore outsourcing company. The shift of the Indian economy towards more service orientation suggests that in the long term India will continue to be major player in the global BPO industry. BPO offers various types of services. Some of them are explained below. Number first, I'm going to talk about customer support services. These services are voice-based, email or chat-based services. The related call center operates 24/7 throughout the year. Typically, examples includes resolving the customer queries related to customers' bank account status, order status, product information, etc. Now I'm going to talk about technical support services. These services are also depending on the voice, email, internet chat. The technicians at the outsourced center work round the clock to resolve customer queries pertaining to computers, hardware, software, peripheral and the internet. The queries handled include installation, product support, troubleshooting and usage support. For example, if a customer is unable to connect to the internet, it is the online technician who troubleshoot the issues. Now I'm going to talk about IT help desk support. The IT professional assist the international customers, corporate employees troubleshoot issues related to password reset, other vital functions, aware phone non-functionality or issue with MS Outlook or Outlook Express. Data entry services. It includes your entering data at a fast pace, taking care to maintain the high degree of accuracy. Examples for this service includes maintaining data related to sales, support, mortgage, etc. Now I'm going to talk about accounting services. This includes services related to maintaining general ledger, financial statement, balance sheets, bank reconciliation, statement, assets and liability, etc. Internet online services. This includes your online sales and purchase, e-booking and e-ticketing. This is one of the fastest modes to reach out majority of the customer worldwide in the shortest span of time. BPO industry classification. The organization players when we talk about in BPO industry can be generally segregated under the four broad area as I'm going to discuss now. The four major area included in the BPO sector are bulk task based service provider, process experts, service line experts and bundled service providers. The Indian industry has scaled the level of being a bulk task provider, process expert and service line expert. The quality of work, rates and changes start getting more complex as we move up the chain. The big player of the business are keenly looking at the top tier of the business. It is an area where the global players like GE, IBM, Accenture have consolidated their place. Their consulting background has helped them win large turnkey contracts spread over the extended duration. The jargon used for such a deal is total outsourcing, and every year there is a multi-million dollar value outsourcing deal is being awarded. Transition management as is basis and to be. When we talk about change management deals, with all the people aspects of change, making sure that employee and the organization are ready for the changes to set in the transition management is a part of change management process that deals specifically with the transition of employees working in the department of or business unit that is being outsourced to the service provider. In the transition management phase, the BPO or service provider draws out a detailed project transition plan on how to manage the transfer of customers in-house process from their environment to service provider. Service provider transition strategy aims at accomplishing the relocation of the specific operations from outsourcing company to service offshore development center within the timeline defined in the service contract, with minimal or no disruption to business operations and quality of output. The experienced employees sent by the supplier will become critical to the successful completion of the offshore project to time and budget. Staff retention can be a problem for the most skilled employee, and organization should seek assurance from the supplier that they will do it. They can to keep the same key personnel on the offshore project from start to finish. The client organization should appoint its own project manager and not rely entirely on the supplier manager. Plan for his in-house team to shift their working hours at this stage. Before transition begin, make sure that process flowchart, system documentation and project management records are fully updated so that they are ready to be shared with the offshore team. Although the supplier will lead this overall transition program and will be responsible for many of the activities, the client organization will also have a number of responsibility, particularly tasks that involve international communication. Now I'm going to talk about 8-step transition process. The transition management cover up series of steps, some of which can continue well into advanced stage of project life cycle. Number first, I'm going to discuss about evaluation of project feasibility. During this stage, service provider does an analysis of the feasibility of outsourcing as well as business competency to handle the process, regulatory and compliance issues. Looked at the risk analysis and risk analysis also conducted. Process mapping. A process mapping exercise is conducted to analyze the current process as is exist at the customer side. Service provider gauges the relative importance of the process in the overall workflow. Service provider transition manager evaluates strategic importance of the process, level of the complexity of the process, domain knowledge required for execution it, impact of outsourcing on existing employee at the donor organization, technology or system changes that may impact the process. This step help to further assess risk related to outsourcing the function and doability of the project. Now I'm going to discuss about design the outsourcing solution. Once the above evaluation have been completed and the outcome are very favorable to going ahead with the projects, service provider designs an outsourcing solution in collaboration with customer. The process workflow, volume analysis, cost and cyclical trend are taken into consideration while designing a solution. Service provider team make sure that service provider leverage the best practice from previous transition and arrive at a more optimized solution from both business and IT perspectives, which is discussed in detail with the customer for final implementation. Now we'll discuss planning the process transition. After the contract has been signed and solution designed, service provider get into the nitty-gritty of planning how the process transition should be taken place. Given enough thought on the process transition help to keep to project schedules and minimal downtime during the transition period. Determining the operating model. This involves finalizing all the aspects such as composition of a new team, reporting hierarchy, shift timing details, performance evaluation measures, timelines, escalation procedure in case of disputes or issue of communication, and interaction protocols. Designing the process workflow. This involves detailing each step of the process as it is to occur at service provider center. This ensures that the process transition to our environment take place with maximum attention to customer to outcomes, turnaround times and optimization of people and resources. Now we'll discuss about implementation of enterprise transition plan. The project is now rolled out for implementation. First time projects require a lot of communication between the service provider and customer location. The transition manager's role is very crucial at this stage and goes a long way to enhance mutual understanding and partnering between the customer and service provider team. The project manager coordinate between the facilities, IT, infrastructure, technology, HR, legal donor team and the offshore team to ensure that each is performing the task assigned to them. Now we'll discuss performance and quality monitoring. Service provider uses the latest process management tools to track key project related metrics. Microsoft Project or Excel are used for tracking the smaller sized projects, and for more complex and high level volume project, service provider team must use Six Sigma, PMI and RPPS. Regular status update meeting attended by the both managers and the customer help to fine tune and drive the project forward. Now we'll discuss follow up inputs from the customer. Basically, one has to be on the track. Yes, this is the input what we are getting from the customer, or what are the further value addition can be done from the customer side. Now we'll discuss process improvement. Service provider quality team feedback into the process, fine tune function and add value to the solution to the customers. In coming modules, we'll discuss in more detail evaluation of project feasibility, process mapping, design the outsourcing solution, planning the process transition, implementation of enterprise transition plan, performance and quality monitoring, follow-up, process improvements. Till then, thank you.